Peace be unto you. We're back with another episode of Sisters Halal Talk with Nance Faith, where we talk about and we have conversations with sisters about their experiences, their challenges, their principles and styles in navigating the different paths we go through in life, and how these challenges, these ideas, this principle and guide can be impactful in living a healthier life. So today's guest with me is no other but the eloquent, our former banker who is still into banking in some way, Rukaya Sadiq. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome to Sisters Halal Talk.
Thank you.
So today our conversation is about the trials and struggles of our daily lives. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Okay. I know as you're a banker and you're a lady and you're a Muslim lady, I'm sure there are so many trials and struggles. Of course, nobody goes through life without trials and struggles. So now, let me start from here. What has been the most challenging thing to you in the past year? What has been the most challenging?
Assalamu alaikum. The most challenging.
Yes.
Like you said, I'm a banker. I was a former banker and a single Muslimah. Working in the bank was a challenge on its own.
Yeah.
And being single in this time and age is another challenge, you know. People, you get talks from people, you know, pressurizing you and all that. And I think marriage is a trial, a struggle on its own. Why? Because once you have, let's say, younger ones that are getting married and you're still single, you get talks from family members, friends, and all that, as if it's you that is doing it, and people tend to forget. Sometimes Allah tests, Allah tests humans with things that you never expect. Trial is, I feel it's, Allah only tests a believer or a slave that he loves. It's not easy coping with life, you know. People tend to like, why are you not married? Some of them go as far as telling you, are you being too choosy?
Yeah.
Why are you not married? See your younger ones getting married, as if you just go to the streets, catch somebody and you know, just tell the person, come and marry me and all that and all that. So I feel it's just by the grace of Allah and the guidance of Allah and the taqwa, the tawakkul and taqwa, that's the being conscious of Allah and all that, that strengthens one's iman to be able to pull through such trials. And I tend to believe with time, I tend to just, you know, go with the flow as it comes. Just everything has
its time
and there's no condition that is permanent in life.
Now, as girls, do you think our generation of ladies,
okay,
we have there's a lot of us, let me put myself in it, so to be much more flexible and ownership. A lot of us, our generation, we are unmarried. There are much of us that are unmarried.
True.
Unlike our parents' generation, whom by 20s, almost all of our mothers, 20s, they were already 18, 20, they're already married and all of that. Do you think there's something different about, they had the same God we have now?
Yeah.
Do you think there is something about us that's making us, our marriage being delayed, or we delaying the marriage itself? Or there's something about culture or society that's making, what are some of the things you feel are adding up to the reasons why our own generation just seems a bit different from theirs. Like, in terms of getting married earlier for girls.
Okay. Like during the time of our parents, like you said, I think most of them are not very learned. They don't go to school to, that's, what I call it, the
university education. They just get married after secondary school.
Primary school, because I think they had basic 6 or something, and it was more like what is it called, like secondary school and all that.
Even after secondary school, some of them just married.
Most of them got married early, and most of them were like what I call it, matched, or spouses were chosen for them by their parents and all that. And they wouldn't say, no, daddy, don't choose this person for me. They just go with the flow, they just go with the whole marriage stuff. They just felt with time they get to understand the person, and love the person and everything. So with everything happening to them during their marriage life and all that, they were able to bear patience, as in they had the height of being patient in marriage and all that, unlike this generation that's okay, like the ladies are feeling okay, they have like equal right to the man and all that. So any little issue or whatever, they will tend to like, okay, I'm leaving and all that. It's like they use that leaving like a threat or something to their marital life. So our parents were more, they endured a lot. They endured. In fact, I feel what they endured was basically like 100%, or what I call it, the height of what anyone could endure. But this generation, I don't think they can endure half of what they endured. Before, you just see the person telling you, I'm packing my bags and leaving the house and all that. And I'll still go back to the trial stuff. I just feel sometimes if God wants to avert something from your life, he tries you, tests you with some certain things, you understand? And like during the time of our parents, they took the test with faith that, okay, one day this will be over, and you see them staying in their marriages 60 years, 70 years, and they're still in, except when death do them part and all that. But now, this generation don't easily endure the test or trials or struggles that they go through. They just feel, oh, they can't take it, or sometimes some people relate it to black magic, though I know those things are real and all that, but still we just have to like have faith in Allah that whatever it is, it only happens with the permission of God.
Yeah. I watched a video of Mufti Menk where he said you can raise your children for your own generation. You have to raise them for their own generation. So basically, I think there are some misconceptions about our own lives. There's a scientist that said the more choices you have, the harder it is to make a choice. It's like going to a supermarket and finding 50 different types of Nutella. Despite you like Nutella, you might end up leaving that supermarket not picking one. But you go to a mall that has just 3 Nutella or 4 Nutella. It's easy for you to make a choice. So now, going back to what you said, our parents' generation, most of them lived in an environment where it's just me and my cultural people, my tribal people. And then, even if you're making choice, you're only making choice from, maybe you're Ibira. All the people around you are Ibira. Even if you have traveled, most times it's just school and come back.
And they had their extended families and everything.
Yeah, now I feel, imagine you have a daughter who grew up all her life in Abuja. She's Ibira, for instance, and her neighbors, first few years of her life, our neighbors were like 7 different tribes: Fufude, Nupe, Igala, Yoruba, and Co. That's the first 7 years of her life. Then she goes to primary school and still meets a carcass of different tribes. And then she goes to secondary school again and still meets another carcass of different tribes. Then eventually she grows up and you're like, no, you're to bring Ibira. How is that almost possible? only be possible if the person somehow had been lucky to always have been finding
herself or himself
because even our generation itself, to me, it's a trial already.
Yes,
it's a trial. Me being mixed and exposed to different, so many tribes at one time. So it's like it's not easy in that aspect.
Getting the one you'll be comfortable with, it's a test on its own, because you have to be picky, choosy, trying to get the one okay, this will be this will be okay, he talks well, okay, this one is short-tempered, okay, this one is this and all that. But notwithstanding, nobody is perfect. We all know that and all that. So I feel it's just what's gonna be, as in whatever is going to be is going to be. But picking or selecting or choosing, it's a different ballgame on its own, because sometimes you don't even do the picking. They approach you, they come, and
that's why I said there's a scientist that said the more choices you have, the harder it is for you to make.
Because then you start pinpointing their mistakes,
and you have plenty. You have plenty, so you can make so many comparisons, and that will lead you nowhere. True. But the moment you have a limited number of choice, it's easier for you to say 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
But you have plenty. That's when you start saying so many things that even the ones you could take just becomes, no, I can't take it.
Very true.
So now, do you think we've been talking about being single as trial? What other trials do you see as part of sisters trials?
Sometimes the job aspects. There are some sisters that being married, being single is a trial on its own, and maybe when they don't have they're in an environment where they don't have maybe a job, it's frustrating for some people because they may not have handwork or a business they're into. So not having a job in a town like Abuja, it's a different trial or a different test, because you have to pay your bills, you have to fend for yourself if you have family members.
But why is it that why would someone come to Abuja without a job?
Pairs. It could be maybe somebody said, okay, you're looking for a job somewhere, just come to Abuja. There are opportunities in Abuja. You may get
Then you start living
Then you
here.
leave, you come, squat with the person, and eventually you didn't get the job.
I find it very weird though.
It's not. People do it.
No, I know people do it, but for my own psyche, for my own mental state, and for my own growth, I find it very weird. I'm saying for myself that someone could take that kind of risk
coming
to a higher city just based on hope and I used to refer to this kind of relationship as parasitic kind of relationship.
Okay.
Where, in biology now, they talk about the parasitism, symbiosis, and what's that? Mutual relationship.
Okay.
Now, a parasitic relationship, the person parasiting on the other individual, you're always the one that is going to suffer, and you're the one with the loss.
Yes.
Because at the end, this is life. Life is about give and take. Once you take too much, you lose that essence, that value of yourself.
That value, that worth.
So to move to another city, like I believe for a woman, I think for a single woman, what should make you leave? Except it's a job or something, but I mean, what will make me to leave somewhere that I have some legs to navigate through life should be only for me marriage. Like without nothing, I don't have any reliance on anything. I'm just relying on, I took the choice to get married to this person. Let me see where Allah leads. Yes, so I can leave behind my job, my everything. But just to leave behind my job and my life for no other reason but because even to have adventure in life, you need money. Even the adventure comes
Yes,
with.
of course. You know, some of them feel, okay, Abuja is a big city, it's this, you make it here, you make it there. So you come squatting with this person, forgetting, okay, if this person gives you food today, gives you tomorrow, the next day could be another different story, you know. Just like you said, you lose your worth and all that. And this person may end up getting frustrated, you're feeding off her means of livelihood and all that, and you're just there with the hope of, okay, I will soon get a job, I'll soon get a job. Instead of you staying where you know you get little resources or sustenance that will keep you moving and all that. So that's, it's another trial on its own that people face coming to a city where you know nobody, just trying to make ends meet and all that.
Was it a job that brought you to town?
To
town here?
To Abuja.
Yeah.
I've been in Abuja for a very long time.
Okay.
I schooled here. My family members are all over Abuja. I schooled here. I served here. And I'm working here.
Okay.
So it's what will take me out of Abuja. We should be
talking about. Like it's the same thing when I look at it that way. Like, because most people as women we are vulnerable. Let's not lie. We are very vulnerable.
Very.
A man could decide to go to another town based on so many flimsical reasons, and he's not in danger.
He's not.
But you as a woman, even living in your own house without somebody protecting you, you're already in danger.
Yes, true.
So like taking some kind of steps. Now let's move to essence, like individual essence and worth, female essence and worth. Do you see a generation of girls looking having deeper pressure based on how the other girl lives, what the other girl has, and pushing themselves to the edge,
just to be like
the other
B or A?
Should we call that a trial, or should we call that self-harm?
I'll call that greed. I'll call it not being contented
with what you have.
Because me seeing Sister Nana having golden jewelries, having silver shoes, having so many luxurious things doesn't mean I have to go to where I don't belong or where my hands haven't gotten to just to get what you have. I just feel it's greed, because I feel God blesses everyone differently. The fact you have them doesn't mean I must have them. The fact, okay, you possess all these things doesn't mean it could even be a test for you.
Yeah, it's
having them could be a test for you.
Everything is a test.
So me going off my limits just to get what you have, I feel is greed. I wouldn't call that test. I wouldn't call that trials. It's just being greedy and not being contented with the little God gave me.
Indiscipline.
Indiscipline. And forgetting whatever you have was what you're meant to have, because you cannot have what God has not given you.
Yeah.
So I feel people, it's like a norm in Abuja. It's a norm in Abuja. You see people going to different extents to get things that on a normal ground they don't have. You see people having their parents in the village and they're trying to get Benz, they're trying to get iPhones and all that, you know. And going to any length to get all these things. So I just feel it's just not being satisfied with whatever it is that we have.
And you know, living life without being contented comes with personal
issues.
Yes, because before you know, you start having mental issues.
Yeah,
you're looking on to what is not yours, what does not belong to you, and the moment you start doing things like that, you start draining yourself of your own energy. So now I will be moving to the next part of the show, which is about the this or that questions. So I have 10 questions for you.
Okay.
And you're going to be choosing neither. You're not choosing anyone. So those 10 questions, you're going to be picking.
I'm not choosing anyone.
You're not choosing.
Okay, so what
I
am I supposed to be doing?
10 questions for you. So you're going to be either this or that. So you pick something from either. So if you're unable to pick, then you just make a 20K transfer for each question to my phone. To my account. Yeah, you're a banker, so that will be quick.
I was a banker.
No, who still hold on to that?
I was a banker.
Who still hold on to that? So now the first one, the first question is the ability to travel without a passport or the ability to read minds?
Ability to read minds.
Why would you want to read minds?
Because it will help me know whatever, any evil thing anybody is thinking, any good thing anybody is thinking. It will help me to know what is in the head of people.
Why are you sure you'll not be troubled? Because imagine you sitting here now, you could read all of our minds.
I could read what's you're intending to do.
Oh,
I'm trying to cook something for sahur. I'm trying to, so you know, I'll just, before you know, I'll just pop the question. Nana, I'm going to your house to do iftar today because I already know what you'll be making.
Okay. To give a speech or to write a paper?
To give a speech.
Okay. The next one, be the fix-it person or everyone's shoulder to cry on.
Be a what, sorry?
Be the fix-it kind of person, the person who fixes everyone's problem.
Be a shoulder to cry on, because I think that is kind of one of my...
Your goals.
Yeah, one of my, I call it weak points or something, is I'm always there for everybody. I'm always trying to be there for my siblings and all that.
You want to continue
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next one, have more time or have more money?
Wow, have more time. Time. Very valuable. Money is a no-no.
Okay. Get stranded by yourself on a desert island or stranded on a snow mountain?
What?
You have to choose. Oh, you make 20K transfer, our banker.
What?
Yes, get stranded by yourself on a desert island or get stranded on a snow mountain.
Does the desert island has
we don't know. You can imagine that for yourself, but you have to choose.
Well, since it's an island, it will have a sea or something. So I prefer getting stranded on the desert island
than the snow.
Than the snow mountain. Then I'll be frozen to death.
Climbing the mountain is the most stressful.
I'm not Anna, neither am I. What's the other one? Anna and what's it called? Frozen.
Okay, Frozen. Okay. The next one, get paid a year's salary at once or get paid in installment throughout the year?
Get paid in installments.
Are you serious?
Yes.
As an investment banker, is that a wiser choice?
To me. Reasons investment to me.
Yeah, I'm asking to have the knowledge to understand. You know, you've worked with money, so...
Yeah, because getting paid a year's salary, definitely, with the kind of person I am, that cash will just go within a month.
Let's go away from the kind of person you are.
Yeah, I'll be stranded before time. So it's better you pay me instrumental, so I'll know, okay, once I exhaust this funds, I'll have another one coming maybe in another quarter of the year and all that. So
okay, that
I think it's better for me. Get paid instrumentally.
Okay, that's an advice from you as a person. What about an advice to us as someone who deals with money?
Okay.
Would you still go with that same choice?
Someone who deals with money, how?
Yeah, you are an investment banker, so don't take it away from me. So you are advising me about my money now. Okay. Would you still go with that other one? Like if you're giving me an advice on how to manage or use my money.
How to invest your money?
Yeah, use my money. Anyone? Would you still hold on to that?
I will still hold on to that. Okay. I'll still hold on to that one.
Okay. Now the next one. To give or to receive?
To give.
Why the choice?
Why
the choice of giving?
The choice of giving. That's basically who I am. I just love to give than to receive. I feel I feel this.
There's
a
joy.
Feeling, there's a feeling I get when I give at the time of their need. As in when the person needs it the most, I feel this contentment, I feel this ease, I just feel something joyful. I can't explain.
Okay.
So I prefer to just give than receive.
Okay, as an interesting and an amazing one. So the next one, have unlimited free food at any restaurant for the rest of your life, or have unlimited free flights to travel anywhere for the rest of your life.
Unlimited free flights to travel for the rest of my life, because I know when I travel to those places, I must see food to eat. But unlimited free food, I could just be in my house and they'll be giving me the food going nowhere. So.
Okay. Be a leader or be a follower?
A leader. Always have been.
Always have been. Be forgotten after death or be misunderstood after death?
Huh?
Be forgotten after death or be misunderstood after death?
Oh, wow. That's a tough choice. Be forgotten. So that's the one.